Here's an old fire truck, by the way. I love old fire trucks. I don't know what it is, but I've never even seen the engine of an old fire truck. And here, you can not only see the old fire truck, but the engine. Is this yours? This is ridiculous. This is amazing. Tell me about this thing. Well, what's the globe on top? Is that the water, like the water reservoir, or what?
What it is, it's a piston pumper. See the pistons? Okay, this is 750 gallons per minute. And if you didn't have that, you go up like this, the water would go squirt, 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 squirt out of the front of the hose, right? So this is what they call a pumper-de-thumper. So instead of there, it shoots it up in there, spins it around, and goes out the other way. So it comes out like a steady stream. You know?
Wow. How'd you pick this up?
Oh, it's a long story. I saw one years ago in the 70s. I said, I got to have one. And the guy says, you'll never buy one. They're very hard to buy. This is back in the 70s. And what it was is I searched around, and a museum had this truck out in Arizona in the desert with all the airplanes. Okay?
That wasn't the Pima Museum, was it?
No, I don't know which one had it. I can't remember.
In Tucson?
I don't know. I just bought it from them. They decided they were never going to restore it. It was too much money to restore it. And I shipped it home for $1,000 in 1972 or 73. And I wanted it because my kids were young, and I just wanted to use make it a parade vehicle, okay? Because a lot of fun to go on parades with it.
Sure.
Fire engines, right? So, long story short, got it home, and my family owned an automobile repair shop, and they sandblasted it and painted it. And I luckily had the book, and I saw that New York trucks were painted white with red accent instead of, the reverse. So I'm so glad I painted it white because it makes it 100 times better than a red fire engine. It makes it really stand out. Then there was also a guy that knew a lot about pinstriping. That's all 24 karat gold. That's no decals. And luckily, the guy was still alive that had the warehouse, and he told me everything to put on the truck, including those so-called like the scrolls. Now they make them, you put them on with decals, right? So those are all original scrolls that were on the fire engine in 1923. So it makes it all original. And the linoleum running boards, that's what it was supposed to be, linoleum running boards, okay?
That's very interesting.
No metal or anything like that. That's exactly the way it came out of the factory.
Tell me about the engine.
The engine is an Ahrens-Fox engine. They made their own engines, and the interesting part is the pistons were cast in pairs. Those big three things there, that's the six cylinders. There's 2 cylinders on each one of the big heads, okay? And they were so fussy. The way they made Ahrens-Fox is they would mold those heads out. They'd take them down to the Ohio River, and they'd dump them in the mud and cover them up, mark them, and then come back a year later, dig them out of the mud. They let them age. You had to age the engine. They don't do that anymore because it takes too much time. They age the blocks, then they cut all the holes for the pistons and valves and everything. And so they never had a crack, never had a flaw because they did that. You know what I mean?
Wow. Is it hard to drive?
It's hard to steer because it's so heavy. The pump is 900 pounds of solid bronze, all cut out of solids. That's 900 pounds right there, not counting all the other stuff.
You ever fill it with water and
I have not pumped it only because I look at how clean it is. If you pump it, you know what it's going to look like? It has been pumped, but since I've been showing it, I don't pump it anymore. No.
Very cool. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Okay.
Have a great day.
Right,
I really appreciate that.
Right,
it looks really, really special, man.
Thank you.
You give people rides on it?
Well, what I did with this is a favor, I guess. Mary Weatherstrom, to hear. It's a long story, and I'll condense it. She needed 15 antique cars from 1922 down, so I know a lot of people. I got a bunch of cars for a movie. I called her back, had all the stuff, all the information, and poor Mary called me back all upset, said they don't want the cars. They were $500 a piece. I guess they got to thinking it's going to cost a lot of money for the movie at 500 times 15, so they canceled the antique cars and got a couple of Model Ts or something, stuck them out front. So she called and she apologized and apologized and apologized. And so I said, listen, don't worry. It was very nice of you, Mary. She says, what are you going to bring me this year? Because I always bring one of my Chryslers or Hopmobiles, something like that. I said, I'll bring something that'll blow everybody's mind. Blow everybody's mind. She said, well, I said, for you, I'll do it, Mary, because I feel bad. She's so upset. So I said, it's going to cost me a couple of $1,000s to get it here. We're going to bring it. She says, what are you talking about? I said, I'm going to bring my Ahrens-Fox. So I sent her a picture. She said, oh, bring it. So, of course, it made a super hit, thank God. Everybody loved it.
Very cool. And where are you from?
New Jersey, Central Jersey, Homedale, Colts Neck, near Red Bank, Asbury Park.
How do you get it here?
Tractor trailer. Tractor trailer is sitting right over there.
Got it.
But it's a closed tractor trailer, so it doesn't get wet or anything. We drive it right inside.
Very beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Interesting story, too. Yeah, that fire truck is pretty amazing, huh, guys?